Hello, good evening, friends. So, let me introduce myself first. My name is Nagesh Mitapalli. I am working as quality analyst at Crest. So, in the current session, I am going to explain how we can automate or how we can work with Selenium with Omelet framework. So, this Omelet framework is open source. We can get this framework dependency jars from Maven repository also. So before going into actual framework, how it work and how we can use, there are some prerequisite points which I would like to share with you. So this is the first slide where we can see we are going to work with Selenium to automate our application, and on top of that we are using Omelet framework, which is here data driven framework, and we are using page object model pattern for our project to develop our test. So to work with these, prerequisites are our system should have Java 1.7 or above, and on our system we should configure Maven. So these are two major prerequisites, and going to next slide. So this is the overall project structure, how our project is going to look like using Selenium, Omelet framework and page object pattern. So here system under test I have taken as Amazon or Amazon.in. So here you can see various packages under this project. So this project is Maven project, Maven Java project. So under this we have packages like common, web pages, and a test package, and various class files, which is the extension having .java, and some property files are there, and some XML files are there. Very shortly you people are going to know about these things, why those are there, and what's the use of it. And next slide will be pom.xml. So here in pom.xml, as you already know, we are building Maven project here. So in Maven project we no need to download jars explicitly here. We need to just define our dependency tag here in pom.xml, which is at a root level of this project. So we need to give dependencies in this pom.xml, which jars we required to develop our test cases. So I have given few dependencies here in form of jars, and also we required plugins also. So in pom.xml we can also specify which plugins we required. So I have given Maven compiler plugin and Maven surefire plugin, like that. And next slide will be Firefox local.xml, which is present under test resources. In this Firefox local.xml I just given my browser configuration, on which browser I am going to execute my test cases. And in the next slide, here Amazon test.xml, test data.xml. So as we are using Omelet framework, which is data driven, we are giving our test data to our test case using XML data provider. So here I have given some test data, like which URL I am going to use, and which email ID I am going to use to log in, and password also here. So like that we are going to give our test data. And the next slide, you can see mapping.xml. It is a key XML here in Omelet framework. Here in this XML we are going to provide for which test case, like a user login test case. If for this test case, on which browser I need to execute my test case, I am going to give here like Firefox local.xml. And for this test case, which data like user credentials, where I need to take, everything I have specified here. Test data here for this value, Amazon test data.xml, so which I already shown you in previous slide. From this XML my test data is going to pick. So, and next slide will be testsuite.xml. This is the XML provided by TestNG guys. So using this testsuite.xml, we are going to define our test cases which we need to execute, which we want to execute in current suite. So based on the testsuite.xml, the test cases will execute in that order of execution. And that's it. We can go to our project now. So here I'm using Eclipse IDE as I'm going to write a Java programs here, like I'm going to build my test cases in Java, so I'm using Eclipse IDE. So here I have created a Maven project, which is Java project, and the project name is Amazon. Here you can see some common class files are there, which is pageObject.factory and dataenum.java. And apart from that, we have web pages. Under web pages we have few pages which are related to Amazon website. And the next one is the tests, from where exactly we are going to execute our test cases. So here in pageObject.factory you can see for all the pages which I have created in web pages package, I have instantiated here like this. And the next step here is these web pages are nothing but each and every page what we are seeing on Amazon site. Like there will be home page. After hitting our URL amazon.in, there will be a home page. The web elements present on home page, I am extracting those elements and I am placing here in home page itself, Amazon home page itself. And the actions which we are going to perform on home page, like searching our product, so that action will be here on our home page itself. And apart from that, there will be a cart page and login page where we are going to log in with our username and password. Here is the method for login. So like that, so we have so many methods inside these web pages under class files. And next one is actual test cases. If you see this actual test case, user login test, what the different steps we have, like accessing URL and checking whether that page is loaded or not. And the next one is clicking on sign in and checking that login page is came up or not, and login as a user. And next one is verifying whether that user is successfully logged in or not. Okay, so like that we have given these methods. So these are all the pages and these are all the test methods what we have. And here is the page factory, which is representing all pages of Amazon site. And now I'm going to execute this project. So here basically I'm going to show you the high level execution part. I'm not going to build any test case in front of you people. I'm going to give overview how Omelet framework works and how the reports will generate in this current session. The detailed session I will take in the next session. So I'm just executing this project. So before executing, I want to tell you there are 3 test cases I have written, like a user login test, as you all able to see here, and one more test case is like adding a product to a cart. I'm adding a product to a cart. I'm adding like a guest user. I'm not going to log in and add a product. I'm going to add a product into cart as a guest user here. And next one is fail login for report test. This test I'm using the same code of user login test, but the only change is I'm going to provide wrong password so that my test will fail, and I can demonstrate auto screenshot facility of Omelet framework. For that purpose only I have taken this failed login test here. Okay, let me execute quickly. So the execution will be completed in few minutes. The user login test is started. My browser is open now, and the required URL is accessed here, and it is going to click on sign in. It's done. Login also happened and it is verifying now. Yes, it's very quickly it's verified login and test case is passed. The second test case, adding a product to cart, is executing now. I'm just searching a product iPhone. Yes, the second test case also passed, you can see here. And as expected, this third test case need to fail. As I already told you, like I have given a wrong password. See, you can able to see a message from Amazon like email ID and password combination is not correct. So a test is going to verify whether user is able to log in successfully or not. So as you already seen here, login not happened successfully, so it will fail. So auto screenshot will be taken by Omelet framework. So I will show you the reports now in a minute. So here you can see in console like 3 test cases we have executed. One is got failed. That means 2 are successfully executed. Okay. So I'm quickly rushing into the reports. I'm just refreshing my project. Under my project at root level, there will be a target folder will be created on fly. So under target folder there is another folder, surefire reports. Under surefire reports, one more folder is there, HTML. So this is where our reports are there. Okay, wow, pretty much well designed report is generated by Omelet framework. So you can see here there are 3 test cases, out of 2 is passed, 2 are passed, and 1 is failed. So we'll go and analyze one by one. So under user login test, there are 4 steps in this test case, like accessing URL, clicking on sign in, and next logging with user ID and password, and verifying whether user is able to log in or not. So in the first case, we able to log in as a user, Amazon user. So 4 steps are passed. So you can see under here data, so you can see the test data which I have provided for this test case, like what's the URL I have provided, what's the email ID I have provided, and the password which I have provided. You can see the data here, and this test case is passed. And next one is add product to cart. So there are 7 steps in this test case. So first one is accessing URL and searching a product iPhone, and verifying that particular product, whether the product result is having the product name iPhone. And next one is we are just clicking on that product link so that we can go to product details page. So this is also passed. We are adding that product to cart, and we are going to the cart and we are verifying whether product is added to that cart or not. So all these steps are passed, so that we can able to see all stepwise report here. Here also you can see the test data which I have provided, and the result is passed here. And the next one is failed test case, it is fail login for report test. Here I am just failed this test case because I want to show you people if any particular step is failed, how Omelet framework will show in the reports. Here you can see three test steps are passed, and the fourth one is verifying that test step. Like we tried to log in as this user nagesh.joy007@gmail.com, and the password I have given as wrong password. So I tried to log in. This step is completed. I have given this user ID and password, and I clicked on sign in. Up to this, the action performed well, and after that verification got failed, like user is not able to log in. So why user is not able to log in, we can see in the screenshot. Here the screenshot is present. You can see, if I put the cursor here, you can see the path of this screenshot where it is present on my local, here and below. And if I click the screenshot, we can analyze why it got failed. So this is the cause. We have given wrong password, so that's why our test case got failed. Pretty much good reports we have. Here also you can see the password I have given as wrong password. So this is what I want to demonstrate. So I hope you people all like this presentation. So next thing I want to show you, like you can able to find my source code, and also the screenshot which I have shown at the beginning in GitHub. So I will just quickly show you where you can find those. So here you can find those find the project code, and also I have given readme first folder here. So here you can see all the JPG files which I have shown at the beginning, You can download this project and you can execute in your local. Accordingly, you can explore more. Anyway, I'm going to explain in further sessions designing test cases from this scratch. So here one more file you can see, readme. So here you can see I have given few links which are very useful to start with Omelet framework. So this is the link where you can get Omelet framework actual source code. If anyone want to contribute towards Omelet framework, you people can go here. This framework actually developed by Kapil Agarwal, one of my colleague. So here you can see 5 minutes tutorial is available. So here under this we have GitHub link. There is 5 minutes tutorial. It is pretty much self-explanatory. You can go through the documentation and you can try with it. And also if you click on GitHub, here is the source code of this project, this entire framework, Omelet framework. And one more thing I want to share is yeah, this is the link which I have where I have committed my Amazon project. So here is the link which I have given. You can go through it. And one more thing is some presentation also made by Kapil. You can find on slides.com Kapil Agarwal -1/omelet. Here you can find some more explanation about Omelet framework, how it works, and what are all the major features which we implemented here in Omelet framework. And if you people like this video, like it on YouTube, and so that based on your interest I will post more videos on YouTube regarding this framework. And if you people have any queries, you can anytime you can send a mail to my mail ID which I have showed at the beginning, that is okay, actually I haven't shared here. I think I will share here is.joy07@gmail.com. so you can post if you have any queries here. And that's all. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Thank you.